continuing our tour of the old buildings at Camp Fowler, and I want to introduce you now to Suits Hall. This was the first building that we ever built at camp. It had to be built in order to start camp on July 11th, 1954. It used to be the home of our dining hall and our kitchen. And where the plants are now, that's where the kitchen was. We tore that off when we did the major reconstruction of things. And in 2013, this Suits Hall was dedicated as the Robert Leet Nature Center. The Leets were a family supporters from Utica area. And it now houses all of our nature center displays, as well as it's our arts center. On top, there's a 15 kilowatt solar system that went into production in 2008 and continues to generate about 25% of the electricity that we use at camp. It's a beautiful building. When we were deciding what to do with the reconstruction of camp, when we needed a new dining hall, it was a clear consensus from the whole committee that we not tear this building down, but that we actually reconstruct it and make it even nicer, putting the cedar posts up front. And thanks to Steve Cook from Fonda, we got this beautiful deck with a beautiful rail out here that overlooks Sacandaga Lake. It's one of our favorite spots, and will continue to get better as our trees mature and as we continue to use this for retreat and community and gathering together. If you go inside, oh, by the way, carpet ball table is here. That's maybe what most campers remember about Suits Hall. You go inside, and this used to be where we would feed up to 200 people. And I remember very vividly trying to find a seat so my back could be up against one of these posts so I could just lean on that post and relax just for a minute during a crowded meal. The bathrooms are off to this side. Over here in this corner, there was a storage closet. And from the exit doors over, that's where the kitchen was, and the kitchen window. If you go through here, you see how we've got the animals on display. We keep working on that. And this is an interesting thing. The mural here was painted by some artists from the Lower East Side Manhattan Girls Club, good friends of ours. And it features, I think, 11 famous naturalists, all of whose ideas or theology or philosophy have been included in what we do here at Camp Fowler. Come on up and we'll explore who each of these new saints are. If you go through the dining hall here, the old dining hall, we put in benches which now store many of our art supply. We have a beautiful painted table. It's covered now that we can do projects with. Over in this corner, you will see the inverters for the solar collectors that we have. And we have generated, as of this point, 131,123 kilowatt hours of electricity. And we have saved 75,000 times 3 pounds of carbon from going into the atmosphere. Up here, this might be important to know, the Lewis M. Fowler Memorial Camp, a memorial from his wife Mabel C. Fowler and business associates. This building is dedicated in loving memory of Mrs. Fowler's mother, Mrs. Nicholas J. Suits. So there is her sitting here. I remember thinking, she's looking like, you better clean your plate before you get up from dinner. And Louis Fowler is here, emblazoned forever on the wall with his mother-in-law. And I'm thinking, he looks like he just wants to get up and go fishing. So this is the Suits Hall and the Leet Nature Center. It's a beautiful building for us. We use it in the wintertime to store our canoes and other things. It's truly a favorite building with a knotty pine look, and it will always, always be a sign of what camp is like.